overall, and so, I mean, as we wonder, will it be Fitzpatrick at quarterback? The answer probably so. But I wonder the future of Dante Whitner in Buffalo. Keep that in mind as Andre Reed accompanies the commissioner.
Okay, to announce the Buffalo Bills selection, please welcome from Kutztown State University, the 86th overall pick in the 1985 draft by the Bills, wide receiver Andre Reed.
With the 34th pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Aaron Williams, defensive back, Texas.
But he played more corner, right? Thank you, Andre, and hopefully one day we'll see him in the Hall of Fame alongside Andre Tippett, who we mentioned. And Dante Whitner was a #1, but you know, when the signing comes, I don't know whether that... Can he play safety, Williams?
He definitely can. You talk about a kid who is right now at 6 feet even, 205 pounds. He was a parade All-American coming out of high school. Gave Mac Brown, I think, solid year after solid year. Thought about maybe early to mid first round. I said back when Todd McShay and I did draft labs, that would be a little too high. Thought this year he kind of fell off a bit. Remember, the Texas Longhorns went from being a team that played for a national title to a team that ended up 5-7. Did struggle some this year in coverage, but he is as tough and as aggressive a corner as you'll ever find. He'll battle everybody. He'll come up, he'll support, he'll hit you, he'll get after the quarterback, he'll get some sacks. Aaron Williams is a talented kid. And I think when you look at this past year, a lot of those Texas players somewhat underachieved this year. The team underachieved. Had he had a great year, you'd have been looking at a top 10 to 15 pick, potentially. The 40 speed also hurt, talking about a 4.55 40, but he's a powerful kid, 18 reps. He also had a 37.5 vertical. He's an athletic corner safety. Nice pick for the Buffalo Bills.
Well, so you see Darius and Williams, Bills trying to improve that defense that couldn't stop the run. They could score some points. They just couldn't stop much on defense. They need to be stout, and the Bills are headed that direction. Now, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock, who there may be a Gruden there. Yesterday, they, meaning as the offensive coordinator, had A.J. Green as their wide receiver yesterday.
Yeah.
How about throwing to him?
Yeah, well, you know, Chris, the Bengals coaching staff was in the Senior Bowl. Now, Jay, my brother, wasn't hired during this process, but the Bengals should know Colin Kaepernick from Nevada, and they should know Stanzi. They coached him. They also saw Dalton. I know there's some feelings in the room for Mallett. I would think this is going to be a quarterback.
And so, if that's the case, and was there a tackle better than the guy that's going to come up to help the commissioner make the pick? He's in the Hall of Fame. We'll let the commissioner introduce the big fella who once upon a time played for USC before he starred with the Bengals.
To announce the Cincinnati Bengals selection, please welcome from the University of Southern California, the 3rd overall pick in the 1980 draft by the Cincinnati Bengals, Hall of Fame tackle Anthony Munoz.
Good evening. With the 35th pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Andy Dalton, quarterback, TCU.
I like that pick, Chris. You know, I know that they were sleepless probably last night, hoping they could get a quarterback. And Andy Dalton, a 4-year starter, 42 wins, Mel, is going to be coming in there in Cincinnati with a chance to become an immediate starter. What I like what the Bengals did is they had a couple receivers that are tweeting and twatting it. Maybe they don't want to come back, so they take A.J. Green. Their quarterback might not want to come back. Take a quarterback and take a guy that you know can play. And the one thing I do know about this guy is he can make accurate throws and good decisions. And I think the more you give this kid, check with me, more system football that you give him, the better he'll be. And he'll have to be, because the Cincinnati Bengals are a work in process. They need to address their offensive line. They're in a tough division. You like those Baltimore Ravens, Mel, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Cleveland Browns are on the rise. You need a quarterback I'm happy for the Cincinnati Bengals. I think this kid can run. He's got functional movement. He ran for over 1,600 yards. This guy will give the Bengals a shot in the arm where they need it.
John, what I like is the fact he improved in terms of accuracy and that completion percentage. Last 3 years went from 59% to 61%, finished off at 66% this past year. The only concern is he's not 6'4", he's 6'2", and he does have that three-quarter delivery, which results in some passes being batted down. That's something he'll have to deal with in the NFL. But to get a kid like this, talk about a kid who played 5 years, fifth-year senior, very rare to see a kid stay his entire career because he didn't have elite skills. But he's there. He's a kid who gained 35 pounds, added to his frame during his career. Smart, intelligent football player. Cincinnati Bengals have their quarterback.
3 observations. 42-7 record as a starter. Hello. He's got orange hair, the same color as the Bengals, which I think is a perfect fit. And maybe he can get Munoz to play tackle. He's all set. Mort, what do you have? Top that.
Well, a general manager told me what has sealed the deal for him in terms of the level of competition was the Rose Bowl game against Wisconsin. He stood near Andy Dalton during the pregame. Crowd was 80% Wisconsin fans. They were yelling at him, profane in many ways. Calm as can be. Wisconsin looked like an NFL team. Wisconsin goes down and scores a field goal. Andy Dalton, 2 straight touchdowns. Calm as can be. He made it big time against Wisconsin in the Rose Bowl. And that game right there, I think, made a lot of coaches and GMs feel like this guy can play in this league. Boomer?
All right, Mort, he won a Rose Bowl, and now he comes into Cincinnati. We'll see what Wither, Carson, Palmer, and we'll see what's coming up in early round 2.
I vow to get up as early as you. I vow to haul whatever you can fit in my bed and tow whatever you hitch me to. I vow to never complain, never give up, and never say never. I vow to be the best Sierra ever.
This is the world's first full-scale floating wind turbine. This one single turbine is producing power for more than 300 households. This is a hostile place for people, but it's a great place for wind turbines.
Energy is evolving. Shouldn't the way you invest in it evolve as well? Call 1-800-iShares to request a prospectus, which includes investment objectives, risks, fees, expenses, and other information that you should read and consider carefully before investing. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal.
Oh, check this out. This is a 3D camera.
It's awesome.
We're messing around with it in case the show goes 3D. Step in there, check it out.
Sure.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, right?
Wow, this thing's amazing.
Yeah, this thing costs more than the space shuttle.
Yeah, it's nice.
How's this look?
Sweet, man. You look real 3D.
3D's awesome.
Let me see you really swing it, though.
Yeah?
Are we gonna be in trouble for this?
Yes.
Nobody really likes to travel that much for work.
5-hour plane travel, followed by getting to the actual meeting.
Put meetings in their place with
While others are content to imitate, we'll continue to innovate. The Lexus RX. Why settle for a copy when you can own the original? Get 2.9% financing on a 2011 RX 350. See your Lexus dealer.
Swap your ride at Sanderson Ford during the no-nonsense sale. Putting one car on sale is nonsense. Now during the Sanderson Ford no-nonsense sale, you choose the model, color, and options you want. Choose from over 400 new Fords on sale, all at one location. See sale prices and discounts on location or online at no-nonsensesale.com. Swap your ride with no pressure, no hassle, and no nonsense.
Sanderson Ford.
By Bud Light.
Welcome back, everybody, to Radio City Music Hall. Very early, some trading here with Andy Dalton gone. Now the clubs that look for quarterbacks. Uh-oh, I better go if I want the next one. And very
to announce
quickly,
the San Francisco 49ers selection, please welcome From Clemson University, the 249th overall selection in the 1979 draft by the San Francisco 49er, Dwight Clark.
Thank you.